Hey guys, my name is Logan Hostetter. I am here to talk to y'all about a few cool formative assessment tools that might not be as well known as Kahoot or Quizzes or Nearpod. The first one I want to talk to y'all about is called Formative. The reason I like Formative is because I feel like I can keep things pretty organized, and there's a lot of different options to provide. There's a lot of options in regards to the type of questions you can ask. So here is the interface. Here's their little logo. It has a little check mark with the colored wheel. I have been in the process of creating some questions in Formative. So here's what I have so far. You can see there's many different options: essay, multiple choice, multiple selection, short answer, show your work, or true or false. The reason I really like this formative assessment platform is because it does have the show your work option. So I can ask students, what is 60% of 45? And I can give them this blank canvas to show how they get their answer. So I can give them just a blank screen, or I can give them a background. So I know we're going to be working with proportions, so I am going to give them this kind of background as they're on their screen so that they know they need to set up this proportion. Another thing is you can also tag this to standards. So I've already chosen the 6th grade math standards, and this would be this standard, and so you can kind of keep track of it this way. You can also change point values, so if I wanted this to become 10 points, I could do that as well. And then you have to assign, so it does take a little bit of setup because you do need to put in your classes that you want to use this with. If you wanted to add a new class name, you could do that. You select your grade, subjects. I can use I have a yellow class. We'll just say yellow. They're 6th grade math, and we'll pick this kind of yellowish color. And then I can assign it to all of those yellow students. So when I assign it, the interface that they see is very similar to Nearpod, Kahoot, Quizzes, any of those type of formative assessments. So they'll go to that website, they'll type in that code, and then they can answer the question. So I'm going to answer this question very quickly on my own device and show you kind of what students will see and what you'll see as the teacher when you see the student response. So I can go, I can go to guest response here, and then here I can see my responses. So I can click on them, and then I can see my answer here. I asked what is a proportion, and I said 2 equal ratios. I gave myself a point, and then I can also leave feedback here. So you can see all your students, and you can see all their questions, and give them feedback as needed. So I really think this is a great tool for math teachers, because when you do go to assign questions, you can use images and you can use math language. It kind of gives you all of those options, which I've found Quizzes and Kahoot and even sometimes Nearpod, we don't have all of these options to create fractions or to create exponents, and so I think this is a really great option. I also think this show your work feature is super great for teachers to quickly see if students are getting things correct, how they're doing their work, and you can kind of correct students as they go so that they're not practicing a skill incorrectly when they're given any type of practice. So this tool, again, is called Formative, and this is the kind of interface it looks like. Another very useful tool is called the Answer Pad, and this one, to be honest, I feel like is not as user-friendly, and the free version is pretty limited, but there are still some really great features in the Answer Pad for math teachers to use. if you've ever used Poll Everywhere or Poll Anywhere, it kind of reminds me of that interface. So students have a connect code that they use, and then you push out questions to them. And you do that with this option on the left of your page. So you can push out all these types of questions and students give their answer. So if I send out an ABC question, what students are going to see on their end is just ABC buttons, kind of like Kahoot where they only see the colors and the shapes. So in this way, you have to have your question posted on your board for students, and then they use their device as an answering tool. It's very similar to like if you've ever had clickers, that type, but you get more options with your questions. So you can do multiple choice. You can also do, and this is again why I like this feature, you can do the drawing, and then the students can draw on their device and they can submit their answer. So to show you what it will look like on your end, I am going to do the draw feature on my own device that I have. And so you can see I just popped up here. So I'm going to draw. I send out my question. Okay, you can see that I'm still answering. I'm going to say, X is 10. And on my own device, I'm going to submit that answer. And then you can see this here. What I think is particularly neat about the answer pad are these options. The free version, I can tell a student that they need to try again, and they can submit it again. And I just added a question mark. I can also give them feedback. So I can say, okay, red light, you didn't set up your equation correctly. And I can send that feedback to them, and then on my own device, I can see that I have a comment and I can read that comment. So I feel like this is a neat tool. If you have students working individually and at their own pace, you can constantly check up on them and see what they're doing, how they're doing it, or you can use it as a whole class and give them that time and set a timer for 2 minutes and say do your best, and you can give students feedback in the moment. So I think that's really cool. I just like these, green light, you can give them positive feedback, yellow light, you're almost there, and then red light, you're not there. And you can also flag questions for whatever reason. And if you did want to show this on your board, you could just not show the names and you could show everyone's response, which sometimes you might need to do. Other than that, those are the two tools that I have found really useful specifically for the math classroom, just for math teachers to be able to see their students' work. I know for our school, we have the Chromebooks, and so students can use the touchscreen feature, so I think that's an awesome way, and it kind of keeps them a little bit more engaged because there's something about writing on the screen that's really exciting. So some advantages there's definitely advantages to both, like the draw it question. There's definitely some limitations to both these features, or both these tools. With their free options, you don't get as many choices, which is just that way. But there are definitely benefits with the free options, just catching student errors before they go through in practice. So I hope that this has been a helpful tutorial on both of these, kind of quick overview. The answer pad does have has a learn section, so they have great videos on helping you kind of get started and anything like answer sheets and interactive. And then if I can get out of this, Formative does also have great help tools as well. And Formative also has its own library so that you can pull questions from other people, very similar to Kahoot. The answer pad does not, so there's kind of a similarity and difference between the two. Yeah, so there's a quick overview, and if y'all have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.